In today's video, I'm talking about my favorite mineral sunscreens from 2023. These are the sunscreens that I have used the most this year and just have absolutely loved. And for this video, I'm going to specifically be talking about non-tinted sunscreens because I do also have some favorites that are tinted sunscreens, but I'm not going to mention those in this video. I'm just going to focus on the non-tinted sunscreens in this video. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first sunscreen that I want to mention is the Hero Cosmetics Superlight sunscreen. Now this has actually been a favorite of mine for several years now, but I do still absolutely love this, and it's been a favorite of mine that I've used this year as well. It's been a favorite of mine for quite some time and I just absolutely love it. It has a little bit of a green tint to it and it's supposed to help with reducing redness a little bit. I think it might help with doing that a little bit, but the thing that I really love about this is how light it feels on the skin. It is formulated for acne prone skin, so if you are somebody who is prone to breakouts and you have a hard time finding a sunscreen that will work for you, this might be one that you would really like. I am prone to breakouts and my skin does really well with this sunscreen, and I have gone through so many of these. I need a restock of it soon because it is basically gone now. The green tint also helps with making it so you don't get a white cast with it. This doesn't have any white cast. I just love it. It's so nice. The applicator is also really nice. It has just like a little pump. It's just really nice. Love this sunscreen and would highly recommend it. If you struggle to find a sunscreen that doesn't cause breakouts, you need to try the Hero Cosmetics Superlight sunscreen. I always recommend this to those prone to acne because it's specifically formulated for acne prone skin. I've gone through so many bottles of this as it's one of the best face sunscreens that I've ever tried. It has SPF 30 and it's a 100% mineral formula. It's super light and breathable on the skin. It has a gel cream like formula. It feels just like a lightweight moisturizer. I never have to worry about it clogging my pores. It has a sheer green tint which is meant to reduce redness and I think helps to minimize any white cast. It doesn't pill, so it's great under makeup. It's hydrating and it's not greasy. It's honestly everything that I want in a face sunscreen. It doesn't feel like a sunscreen, but it's protecting my skin from the sun and it hydrates my skin. I would honestly be so sad if this ever went away because it's such a reliable sunscreen for acne prone skin. The next sunscreen that I want to mention is the Good Molecule sunscreen. This is the Sheer Mineral Sunscreen SPF 30. This one, I feel like you might get a slight white cast depending on your skin tone. If you do have a deeper skin tone, all I can say is from my experience with my skin tone, I don't get a white cast with this, but I can't say for sure for deeper skin tones. But with this, it does blend in really well into my skin where it doesn't leave a white cast, and this also feels very lightweight. Feels just really like an everyday moisturizer. Lightweight, great for the summer, and just great for year round, but it is definitely on the lightweight side, so it doesn't feel heavy on your skin, which is really nice. Again, this is good for anybody who is prone to breakouts. This is one that I really enjoy, so this one would definitely recommend this one. If you're looking for a really good affordable sunscreen, then you really need to try the Good Molecule Sheer Mineral Sunscreen. It's only $12 for 1.7 ounces. It's really lightweight. It absorbs into the skin so quickly. It doesn't leave a white cast or any greasy residue. Truly, it just feels like a moisturizer. It uses 13.3% zinc oxide, great for all skin types. And as someone with acne prone skin, this doesn't cause any breakouts. And then getting on to some glowier sunscreens, if you're somebody who likes a glowy base, then I have two recommendations for that. So the first one that I want to mention is the RMS sunscreen. This is the RMS Supernatural Radiance Serum Sunscreen. It has SPF 30 and it uses zinc oxide 20%. This is non-nano zinc oxide, and this stuff is so gorgeous. I actually have it on today. It makes my skin look so glowy, luminous, gorgeous, dewy, and just I love it. I love a dewy look. I do sometimes like to set my face, especially like the T-zone when I wear this because it is pretty dewy, but this stuff is absolutely beautiful. I have the shade Light Aura, and this is not technically a tinted sunscreen, but they do have different like shades within it. Not that they're tinted sunscreens, but they're like a different tone of luminosity, if that makes sense. So this is the Light Aura one, which is kind of like a pinky luminosity, and I think it works great for light skin tones like mine, and they do have some other shades as well, but I would not call this a tinted sunscreen. But I love this when I really want just a glowy base, something that's going to be very moisturizing. It's very moisturizing, but I still don't find that it feels really heavy. It's just really nice, and I love this one. If you love a radiant and glowy base and sunscreen, then you need to check out the RMS Supernatural Radiance Serum Sunscreen. It comes in 3 finishes. I have Light Aura, which is described as an ultra sheer champagne radiance. I personally wouldn't quite call this a tinted sunscreen just because it's not really a tint that's going to provide coverage or match your exact skin tone, but instead it provides a really beautiful radiance. This is a mineral-based sunscreen that uses non-nano zinc oxide with SPF 30. The key ingredients in here include peptides such as niacinamide, quinoa seed extract, and pea extract, which help to smooth the skin and boost radiance. This feels really moisturizing going on, kind of like a serum slash facial oil type of product, but once absorbed, it feels really lightweight and not heavy or oily on the skin. I love how glowy and healthy this makes my skin look. I haven't had any issues with this causing breakouts, and I have really been enjoying it, but I always say it's important to check out the ingredients to see if it's a product that may work for you or not. And then lastly, I want to mention the Kosas Dream Beam sunscreen. This is a nice and glowy sunscreen as well. I feel like it's not quite as dewy as the RMS sunscreen, but it still just gives a really gorgeous glow to the skin. Say good for really all skin types, I would say. And also, none of these sunscreens cause breakouts to me, and I am prone to getting breakouts. But this is a mineral sunscreen that uses 21.7% zinc oxide. It doesn't leave a white cast, and it has a little bit like has kind of like a pink hue or pink tint to it. So again, this isn't a tinted sunscreen, but instead has kind of like a pink hue to it, which really helps it to blend in and just look really luminous and glowy and gorgeous. And this also is packed with peptides, ceramides, it has hyaluronic acid and allantoin, and this is great for when I don't want to do makeup and just want to kind of pop on a little bit of something, even at my skin tone a little bit with the glowiness, and then just be good to go. So this is a really nice sunscreen. Everyone's been talking about the Kosas Dream Beam sunscreen, so I knew I had to try it. This has SPF 40. This is a mineral sunscreen. It's packed with ceramides and peptides to moisturize, smooth, and also brighten the skin. It has a peachy pink hue, which helps to prevent that white cast. It's non-comedogenic. It's supposed to be safe for sensitive and also acne-prone skin. This feels really nice on the skin. It's not heavy, not sticky, not tacky at all. It gives the skin a really healthy, moisturized look. I think this would also work great as a makeup base. I am somebody who is prone to breakouts, but this has not caused me to break out at all, so this is a yes for me. And then there is one more that I kind of debated mentioning in this video just because I haven't used it for long enough to really say that it's a top favorite of 2023. I actually only just recently purchased this, but I want to mention it because I think it would be good for those who have oily skin, though I think it can work for other skin types as well. But it's the Summer Fridays Shade Drops Broad Spectrum SPF 30. It's their Mineral Milk Sunscreen. And the reason I want to mention this is just because I think it's going to be good for anybody who has oily skin, because this is super, super lightweight. But I'm gonna not say that this is in my top for this year just because I just started using it like a month ago. So I feel like I just haven't been using it long enough to say for certain that this is one of my absolute top favorites. But this is very lightweight. It almost feels like it's not a glowy base, it's not a dewy base, I think, and it's also not matte. I feel like it's just kind of like a natural finish where it's not going to be super moisturizing. It's very, very light and has like a milky texture to it, but it goes on looking white, so you think it's gonna like leave a white cast, but then it doesn't. So this is a nice one as well that might be worth checking out if you do have oily skin or you just want a sunscreen that is really lightweight and it doesn't leave a white cast. So those are my top 4 favorite sunscreens of 2023. I love all of these. These are absolutely gorgeous, and I know I'm going to be taking these to the new year and continuing to use them because I love them, and they're really some of the best sunscreens that I have ever tried, and just the ones I see myself continuing to use for quite a long time. So there you go. If you are interested in checking any of these out, I will have them all listed and linked in the description box below, along with any discount codes that I have, because I do have some discount codes for some of these, so definitely make sure to check out the description box below. If you have any questions about any of these sunscreens, let me know in the comments, and if you guys have any favorite non-tinted and mineral sunscreens, definitely let me know what they are in the comment section below. I would love to check them out. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up, and if you would like to see even more content from me in the future, I would absolutely love it if you would go ahead and subscribe to my channel. But thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you for my next video.